Please be seated. Bonjour and welcome. Bonsoir and welcome back. Mon nom... Mon nom est Anne-Marie Croteau, and I'm the first woman dean of the John Molson School of Business. But my sentence is about the business school, which is one of the best and largest business school in the world. Thank you. This special convocation ceremony is organized to honor our graduates whose degrees were conferred in 2020 and 2021. I would like to begin by acknowledging that Concordia University is located on unceded indigenous lands. The Comune Kehaka Nation is recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters on which we gather today. Jonjage, ou Montréal, est historiquement connu comme un lieu de rassemblement pour de nombreuses Premières Nations. Aujourd'hui, une population autochtone diversifiée ainsi que d'autres peuples y résident. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future in our ongoing relationships with the Indigenous and other peoples within the Montreal community. Distingués invités, chers collègues, family and friends, dear graduates, for many reasons, today is a special day for you, a day that calls for celebrations. Not only are you here to cross the stage and receive your hard-earned degree, but you are also here to celebrate your perseverance and strength in achieving these honors despite the challenges of the last 2 years. It has been an intense period of change and growth. Our society and the business world have changed tremendously since you began your studies, but so have you. You are the leaders and entrepreneurs of tomorrow, true next generation members of business and society. The entire John Molson School of Business and Concordia community is proud of your achievements and contributions. To your families and friends, thank you for the support you have shown to our students. It is with great pride that I can now finally say congratulations to the graduates of 2020 and 2021. Félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés. It is now my honor to invite Concordia University's President and Vice Chancellor, Graham Carr, to deliver his address. Merci, thank you, bonne soirée.
Good evening. It's absolutely wonderful to be with you here this evening to honor your academic achievements as recent graduates of Concordia. Convocation ceremonies are always special occasions, but obviously this one's different because it's coming a year or maybe even more than 2 years after you earned your degree. And to some of you, that may seem a bit anticlimactic. But the lapse of time doesn't diminish your achievements, so tonight let's just celebrate the best anticlimax of all time. Tonight's event is especially meaningful because, as Dean Croteau mentioned, you completed your degrees under truly extraordinary conditions. The pandemic turned all of our lives upside down. La COVID-19 nous a privés et vous a privés d'une foule d'activités académiques, parascolaires et purement sociales qui contribuent à définir la vie à l'université. Elle nous a forcés à repenser intégralement la manière dont les cours sont donnés, dont les travaux, les projets et même les examens sont conçus et réalisés. It demanded that all of us adapt again, and keep on adapting, forcing us to persevere through uncertainty, frustration, and even disillusion. It's probably the case that some of you lost part-time jobs and employment income during the early phase of the pandemic. Many others had to make big life choices, like whether to stay in Montreal, to come to Montreal, to return to homes elsewhere in the world, or perhaps move back in with your families. It's certainly the case that some of you caught COVID, unfortunately, and all of us were concerned that we or our friends and family might get sick as well. A lot of you have probably started careers or maybe even launched businesses in a purely virtual environment. Some of you may still be waiting to go to work in person. But one other thing that distinguishes you from standard graduating classes is that each of you have now already gained a bit of distance from your life as a student. Et c'est ce qui rend cette journée incroyablement spéciale pour nous tous. Le fait que vous ayez tout mis de côté pour venir ici à la Place des Arts ou même revenir à Montréal afin de célébrer votre réussite. It's fabulous to see you back here and also to welcome your friends and family who I'm sure have also been waiting impatiently for this day. And I'm sure there were many moments during the past couple of years when you were incredibly thankful for the support you had from them and from our faculty and staff. Whatever your situation, the fact that you've chosen to come for this celebration demonstrates how much you value your connection to Concordia and to the John Molson School as much as we value our connection to you. Il y a maintenant plus de 240 000 diplômés de Concordia partout dans le monde. Et chaque fois que nos chemins se croisent, je suis toujours impressionné non seulement par la force de leur récit individuel, mais aussi par leur fierté d'être membre de la communauté de Concordia. Et pourquoi pas? Notre université est en plein essor et nos diplômés sont en grande partie responsables de cette réussite. For the third year in a row, Concordia has been ranked the top university younger than 50 years old, not just in Canada, but in all of North America. Yeah. And this past spring, when Times Higher Education measured the impact that more than 1,400 universities worldwide were making towards the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, Concordia ranked in the top 50 globally for our work to reduce inequality, 20th in the world for how we perform on climate action, and 5th in the world for our leadership in creating smart cities and communities. Pretty good for a university that hasn't yet turned 50 years old. And by the way, and I know you Molson students, you keep track of these things, what those rankings mean is that the value of your degree has just gone up since the time you completed it. But you know, even more than the numbers are what those three categories say about our values as a university. Our commitment to opportunity and accessibility, to environmental responsibility, and to blending technology with design to improve the quality of life for everyone in an urbanizing world. And as the name of the ranking implies, it's about impact, research, learning, and actions that truly make a difference. Because, let's face it, humankind, society, the Earth species, all need a lot of help right now. Les difficultés, les tragédies et les injustices sont bien trop présentes. La terrible guerre qui continue en Ukraine, le meurtre de George Floyd, les découvertes obsédantes de tombes d'enfants autochtones au Canada, les millions de réfugiés dans le monde, les centaines de millions d'enfants, en majorité des jeunes filles, qui n'ont pas accès aux compétences de base en littératie, la liste est longue. Meanwhile, the world gets hotter and hotter. Fires and storms rage out of control while species and fresh water disappear. And it's probably also the case that COVID-19 is not done with us yet either. But let me close on this note. When you compare what you achieved by finishing your studies in the midst of the pandemic with all of the challenges that were happening in the world, I think we should take a moment to savor our relative good fortune. And as we celebrate your accomplishments together, let's also imagine what we as a university and you as our graduates can do with that good fortune to bring joy, hope, and beauty to a world that desperately needs your talent, but also your engagement. For us at Concordia, the difficulties facing the world challenge us to think even more, challenge us to do even more through our teaching, research, and outreach, to be transformative, to be innovative, to have a positive impact. But it's also the case that the best measure of a university's impact on the world is what you, our graduates, go on to do. Et c'est ce qui fait toute la beauté des universités. Année après année, ces lieux de questionnement, de savoir, de créativité et d'innovation ont le privilège d'accueillir de nouveaux étudiants et étudiantes et de saluer de nouveaux diplômés impatients de devenir des citoyens productifs qui trouvent des solutions et changent le monde pour le mieux. However you choose to make a difference, I hope the knowledge, the skills, the experience, but also the friendships that you gained at Concordia have equipped you for success, because you will always be our best ambassadors. Félicitations encore. Congratulations again on your success. I look forward to the impact you're sure to make. Thank you, merci, enjoy the evening, and now, while our graduates prepare to cross the stage, I invite you to enjoy the music of the Concordia Jazz Trio. Enjoy the evening.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Doctorate in Philosophy from the following program: Business Administration. Aya Hamid Abelanian. Anup Basnet. Nada El Hassan. Noura Jabagi. Sarah Leanne Cady. Hamed Khadivar, winner of the Joe Kelly Graduate Award, awarded to a PhD graduating student in consideration of a thesis in management or related discipline, judged to be of exceptional merit. Sonal Kumar. Arka Mukherjee. Karen Naman. Shane Andrew Nichols. Erica Pimentel. Anika Sesto, winner of the Joe Kelly Graduate Award, awarded to a PhD graduating student in consideration of a thesis in management or related discipline judged to be of exceptional merit. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidate for the Master of Magistrate in Business Administration. Venkat Krishna Chaitanya Adappa. Anusan Anandan. Melanie Beron. Dheeraj Badapti. Rania Bojod. Nicholas Bukas. Epimenides Capsis. Vanessa D'Antico. Christina Doses. Jose Armando del Greco Pixeto Neto. Din Yan Dong. Samantha De Urbano. Ahmed El Gilani. Daniel Fagiolo. Ethan Farzin. Roger Fernando. Himanshi Garg. Sumit Gaur. Farzad Gajosipur. Arpita Ghosh. Jamie Andres Giraldo Botero. Maxim Gravel. Megalihan Yuangpil. Rituja Shrikant Kale. Kanaga Alexander Kanaga. Shadi Kader. Nadia Khasi. Manjot Singh Khurana. Dilip Ravi Kodira. Ditu Krishnan. Ashish Kumar. Han Le. Anka Luginio. Pratyush Majumdar. Jesus Mondragon Mendoza. Madbisi K. Nadella. Stillian Nicola. Vishal Panikar. Nishant Patidar. Christy Pilo. Surya Kumar Ramesh. Rabit Ahmad Rao. Valeria Rother Tenenbaum. Dibya Jyoti Saha. Amrita Saluja. Alexander Antonio Litao Santos. Ravi Pipin Sapra. Gautam Sasidharan. Roshni Tamil Salvan. Rashmika Setu Madhavan. Akshay Shripati. Yuvraj Singh. Kavan Sanjay Someshwar. Eda Jintak. Tuzunata. Thank you very much. Natalia Varshyatska. Yingying Wu. Shunan Zhao. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magistrate in Science in Finance and Master of Magistrate in Supply Chain Management. Jula Bai. Sean Shabani. Oluwafo Funmilau Victoria Matuloko. Thai Yen Fan. Yi Jing Ren. Tamanna Tasneem. Yunan Wang. Roshan Yu. Chirag Kular, winner of the Uban Mahesh Sharma Graduate Award, awarded to a master's graduating student in consideration of a thesis in management or related discipline judged to be of exceptional merit. Shanshan Yao. Ayuju. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the graduate diploma in the following program: Business Administration. Jainav Khan Agu. Raima Ahmed. Fariba Alizadeh. Andrea Arunategui. Patrick Chewan. Walter Jose de Oliveira Planza, 2. Padma Sheila Goindan. Manisha Gupta. Anna Kalakutskaya. Sunganya Kadasamy. Muhammad Kasab. Simranjit Kaur. Chanbor Malim. Jenny Latifi. Nicholas McInnes. Larissa Momo Kaifak. Surya Sundakar Nair. Ikachu Wao Obiudo. Ali Haider Rashid. Ronit Rakesh Shah. Chitramali Sivaprasad. Vikramjit Singh. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the graduate certificate in the following program: Business Administration. Melanie Jane Chung Sao Yuen. Parastu Dermankani. Ayman Jose Mayorga Espinoza. Eleonora Escarlata Villegas.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Administration. Nada Sharau. Thomas George Gali. Michael Nasrallah, with distinction, winner of the Administration Medal, awarded to the highest ranking student graduating with the degree of Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Administration. Katarina Novak. Stephen Tolo. Daniele Lynn Villar. Hua Chang Zhu. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following departments: Economics, Finance. Julia Botton. Aya Azobi. Laura Hernandez Gutierrez. Priya Abdul Maliki. Divya Ayari, with distinction, winner of the Dean of Students Medal, presented by the Dean of Students to a graduating student who has demonstrated a high level of engagement in student or community life under exceptional circumstances and maintained academic excellence. Asma Ahmed. Moin Ahmed. Tala Al-Kabra with distinction. Bianca Aponi. Romina Florencia Arieta. Natalie Badalian with distinction. Julia Maher Baladi. Farooq Bejama. Adal Beriz Beytia. Ryan Bizarro. Domenico Bociccio. Veronica Bocango. Mario Borsellino with distinction. Jihan Burehim. Rafaela Bustani with distinction. Marily Breton with distinction. Olga Bikadorova. Miriam Viviana Carillo. Estefania Carolina Castillo Rizuela. Samuel Santry with distinction. Karim Shafiq. Mazan Shahbaz. Yongin Chan. Mark Alexandru Shirchaota. Alvi Shuduri. Shababa Safnan Chaudhuri with distinction. Joshua Kohn. Amanda Damore with distinction. Michael Damore with distinction. Lamia Darif. Jack David with great distinction. Jonathan Debele with distinction. Ambinkoro Dambele. Justina Damian. Choran Dang. Vivian Dang. Marina Domeni. Andreina Diaz Salazar. Diego Di Cesar. Marktaro Dikranyan with great distinction. Xu Chang Ding. Zinan Dong. Amira Duris. Angelica Duma. Mustafa Elmekzangi. Despina Jamal Altayar with distinction. Stefan Anga Angalako with distinction. Michael Farina with distinction. Karina Fostini. Michael Frances with distinction. Alec Galicia. Anis Kamasi with distinction. Diego Garcia Watt with distinction. Giovanni Gentil. Cristian Camilo Gonzalez Castellanos. Frederick Rondin. Sandra Hazari. Rotong Hua. Augustine W. Jesmer. Isaiah Joyner, winner of the Concordia Medal, presented by the Concordia University Alumni Association to an undergraduate graduating student who has displayed distinctive leadership ability through both academic and non-academic achievements and has won the outstanding commendation of her fellows and of the faculty. Avo Kabaza. Yasmin Khan. Fiasal Abbas Kokar. Michael Koklas with distinction. Hamza Lak. Raphael Lamoureux Auger. Jordan Travis Landers. Elodie Yan Lun. Abigail Levy. Michael Lindquist. Yivei Liu. Robert James Christopher Lowry with great distinction. Dihang Charlie Ma. Emily McQuaid with distinction. Amanda Medley. Alexandra Mikalevich with distinction. Yushenil Mohar. Jasmine Monticciolo. Oriana Morelli with distinction. Antoine Moubayed with distinction. Aurore Natalie Mukeshimana. Talisa Muro with distinction. Joseph Najar with great distinction. Winner of the Commerce Medal, awarded to the highest ranking student graduating with the degree of Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Commerce. Amy Nguyen with distinction. Ryan Michael Oliver. Rokral Carolina Ortega Kulzak. Ilimon Uedraogo. Paulina Oyan. Ekin Özdemir with distinction. Monique Pa with distinction. Kate Passingham. Marapolis Belant. Shaimonti Prajapat. German. German Pulido Gonzalez. Nikhil Pursun. Farooq Kadumi. Isabel Robert. Daniela Valentina Rodriguez Rodriguez. Elias Salim Lopez with distinction. Eleni Samelis. Caroline Savires. Andrew John Seguin. Vanessa Severino Estruch. Roy Shamun with distinction. Pred Sidhu. Amoy Singh. Scott Tyler Spector with distinction. Marius Kozmin Stanku. Alexander Stern. Robin Simars Wilken. Gary Sean Chang Yin Yuan. Jonathan Donato Trafican. Francis Sonis. Abera Valipranantan. Zdravko Rumenov Vasilev. Shangita Velupalai. Alexandre Emilio Vincelli. Zhang Yi Wang with distinction. Sandrine Westgate with distinction. Cindy Wong Zhu. Zoe Shenos. Bohan Yang. Jin Yang. Qian Ru Ye. Anastasia Marina Youssef. Naomi Youssef. Trishila Longchong Yung. Zor Zanuni. Sepide Zangene with distinction. Raya Zelov with distinction. Deacon Zhang with distinction. Shina Zhu. Lara Zedin. Please enjoy this short video highlighting student life at Concordia before we continue calling off graduates.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Commerce from the following department: Supply Chain and Business Technology Management. May Marawan Abu Khadra. Hisamuddin Hissam Ahmadi with distinction. Rama Ahmad Al-Ayubi. Gayat Al-Hamwi. Irfan Badawi with distinction. Jordan Banal. Alicia Baidler. Ruben Dario Begin. Simon Peter Bell. Daphne Frédéric Brazon. Saul Arturo Carrias Canales. Maxine Chan Chang. Tyrone Chung. Maria Cieza. Alexi Diana Coiraza, with distinction. Valentin Coletti. Minh Tran Dan. Sunny Deb. Arin Dimitian. Raja El Amri with great distinction. Fritz Emil. Laura Fidalgo Antello. Omar Kader. Juan Camilo Giraldo Torres. Gabriel Alejandro Guerrero Pinto. Massimo Guido. Naira Gutierrez. Paul Harfouch. Lefea Heng. Sun Wen Huang with distinction. John Hossein Zada. Alex Huyn with distinction. Fahim Hassan Islam. Gayani Kandasamy. Tuwaraga Kandya. Glody Celine Kazoo. Anthony Carolus. Brianna Sarah Klein. Kavish Lahani with distinction. Son David Lee. Maxime Daniel Leuca. Joshua Lee. Nicolas Eduardo Librada Zuluaga. Selena Lee with distinction. Sihan Ma. Claudio Madrid Palomino. Maurice Michael Mallet. Ravneet Kaur Man. Marina Marandola. Alexei Marandyshev. Philip James Mayo with distinction. Angelique Michelle Smith. Jamil Mokadi. Anthony Moretto. Liz Rachel Muhayan Jingo. Ayesha Chowdhury Maisha with distinction. Amritjot Singh Nagi with distinction. Yaroslav Nizelski with distinction. Mein Nguyen. Clive Dempsey Nia. James Alexander Oliveira with distinction. Daniela Ondrechuk with distinction. Amanda Onesi. George Parigoulis with distinction. Michelle Partidas. Vintrun Pham. Ariane Preziosi. Monali Ipsita Rahman. Tharmini Ratnasamy. William Roper with distinction. Tudor Nikolai Rosu with distinction. Mirna Salhani. Rafael Sarhan Galetta. Mark Secareccia. Aisha Shaikh with distinction. Mohammed Sirawan. Kevin Sohel. Bianca Sorella with distinction. Angelo St. Pierre. Sithiran Suntaralingam. Bilal Talah. Yun Han Tang. Mahmoud Tefrij. Thaibao Nyok Tran with distinction. Mariam Henriette Traore. Marilyn Tufengjian. Juan Ignacio Vieira Garcia with great distinction. Yun Fei Wang. Susan Wu Martinez. KC Shoshaj. Jing Ye. Tingrui Zhang. Yitong Zhang with distinction. Xuanming Zhu. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the undergraduate certificate in the following program: Business Studies. Christian Cassis Akel.
I'd now like to invite our Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. Ann Whitelaw for the conferring of the degrees.
Would all graduates please stand? Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, on behalf of Senate, I present to you the candidates for degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the John Molson School of Business. I certify that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements for these degrees.
By the powers granted in the University Charter, I admit each of you to the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate as approved by Senate and certified by the Provost. Congratulations. Is that 2 years of pent-up anticipation and joy? I'd now like to ask, please be seated. I'd now like to ask Dr. Anika Sisto of the class of 2020 and Dr. Erica Pimentel of the class of 2021 to give their valedictory addresses.
President and Vice Chancellor Carr, distinguished guests and participants, families, friends, and most importantly, fellow graduates. I'm pleased to address you today on behalf of the graduate students of 2020. Bonsoir à tous. Comme ça fait du bien passer un moment humain en personne. I want to acknowledge how special this occasion is 2 years after completing a significant chapter in our lives. It makes for an albeit unusual ceremony, but one that can be reflected upon with some maturity and perspective. So congratulations on your academic success, but most importantly, congratulations for following through with it afterwards, in whatever capacity that may be. Accomplishments like the ones we're celebrating today are rarely achieved on their own, so I'd like to take a moment to thank those who have helped us along the way. Ces gens méritent un grand et sincère merci. To the JMSB administration and staff, thank you for your guidance, support, understanding, and nimbleness during an unprecedented period of time. To the JMSB faculty, thank you for your support and mentorship, your kindness, your ability to pivot, and your care in our education. To our parents, families, and close ones, be they biological or chosen, thank you for helping us achieve our goals and for believing that we could succeed. I've spent considerable time reflecting on what I would have said to you 2 years ago had I given this address in 2020. Granted, there are some stark differences as the reality we share today is quite different from the world pre-2020. I opt to focus, however, on the commonalities and offer you thoughts on the two that I believe are most significant in times like these: the stories we create for ourselves and the role adaptability plays along the way. Let's start with stories. What did we expect when we first thought about graduating in 2020? These thoughts likely preceded any notion of a global pandemic and the required adjustments that would come as the world around us shifted. What did we collectively experience? Though we shared a unified moment of intense societal demands, we each have our own personal stories to tell. These stories inform who we are, who we will become, and how we will grow as individuals. Let's acknowledge them. Let's embrace them. Let's recognize that we have agency to change them. Let's use them to inform the path we choose to follow. The initial stories that we told ourselves in early 2020 may no longer hold true, or at least not to the same extent as we'd hoped or expected. And that story, too, is quite all right. For we've demonstrated that we're a resilient bunch, aren't we? Which brings me to adaptability. In 2020, I would have told you that we're smart and hardworking. We can achieve anything that we set ourselves out to do. JMSB taught us that. All it takes is a solid plan and the effort to see it through. While that still holds true today, I offer you maybe a more nuanced view, one that embraces uncertainty rather than resists it, that accepts that earlier plans may not pan out as we'd hoped, but that gives us the confidence that we are indeed equipped to meet the moment. We have the foundation we need to move forward with purpose and thoughtfulness as we continue to make our mark in this world. With that said, a few final thoughts for you to consider. First, in times of intense change, there's something to be learned in the discomfort. Second, that by being comfortable in the discomfort, we may unlock new ways of doing and new ways of seeing. Third, that we should revisit our stories, allowing them to live and breathe the change that is around us. And fourth, that the ebbs and flow of life, be they our singular lives or the collective life that we share, speak to a need for continuous adaptability, of reflection, and of change. So, let's be kind to ourselves and those around us as we navigate what that change means and how it's shaped in our shared world. Les finissants, je vous souhaite bon courage, bon succès et surtout, bonne découverte. Merci. Thank you.
This is going to be a hard act to follow. President and Vice Chancellor Carr, distinguished guests and participants, fellow students, family and friends, I am pleased to address you today on behalf of the graduating students. Business as usual. Business as usual. This is a slogan we've heard bandied around during the pandemic recovery as if it were our goal, to return to business as usual. Well, let me tell you, at Concordia, we have never strived for business as usual, and that's the thing I've most appreciated during my doctoral journey, is to find myself in a dynamic environment that marries the academic and the practical, that emphasizes the importance of connecting with the realities of the business world and doing research focused on making real change. Now, some of you may know I didn't start my PhD at Concordia. I actually spent the first year of my doctoral journey at another school where I was told that my decade of experience as a practitioner before starting my PhD was irrelevant, where I was cautioned that my role as a mother and my experience as a woman might undermine my career. Now, during this first year, I took a course as a visiting student with Dr. Sophie Adesekuye and Dr. Cedric Lesage, where we looked at a variety of paradigms. Now, I will tell you, Dr. Cedric Lesage has since become the director of the PhD program, my PhD supervisor, co-author, and dare I say, friend. And I remember one of the research papers we looked at was about fear, about the intense emotions professionals feel and encounter when they're doing their work. And I looked at Dr. Lesage and I said, this was my life. I saw in this research not some academic inquiry concerned with theoretical innovations unconnected from reality, but academic research concerned with the lived experiences of professionals like myself and like my colleagues. And I said to Dr. Lesage, can I do research like that? And he said, you can do whatever kind of research inspires you, as long as it's rigorous. Because if Dr. Lesage is anything, he's rigorous. And so I spent the next few months organizing my transfer to Concordia, and I officially became a student here at the beginning of the second year of my doctoral journey. And this is when I observed firsthand that Concordia had an intense emphasis on impact, on doing research that matters, on challenging how business as usual drives everything we do here, on focusing not just on figures and returns on investment, but attending to the people and communities that are impacted by our business decisions. Now, this attention to the world outside our fine walls gave me the opportunity to participate in the Concordia Public Scholars Program, a program I will have you know exists nowhere else in the world, and that equips doctoral students with the skills to make their research accessible to the public. Now, through this program, I was given a voice and a stage to showcase my research on radio stations, in newspapers, on TV shows broadcast across the country. Now, Concordia's intense focus on making a practical difference has fundamentally changed this type of scholar I want to be. And I bring this commitment to excellence to impact with me in my new role as an assistant professor at Queen's University. Now, for the graduates here today, I implore you, continue this tradition of fostering impact in your community, of disrupting business as usual. As we see the tail end of the pandemic recovery coming, we have two choices. One is to long to recreate the world that existed at the beginning of 2020, a world that was inequitable and divided. The second is to embrace the challenge ahead and exit this pandemic with renewed energy to repair our planet and unite our world. To use the business skills we learned at JMSB to move beyond metrics and figures and solve practical problems with humanity. I'd like to end with some words from Harriet Tubman. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world. I believe that each one of the graduates here tonight has the passion and potential within them to reimagine business as usual. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sisto and Pimentel. Very, very wise words for us to remember as we move forward, hopefully out of the pandemic. This just about wraps up our ceremony. Thank you for being here to celebrate the success of the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. Graduates, I hope today's ceremony has been yet another meaningful marker in the time that you spent with us at Concordia. La collation des grades est un droit de passage vers ce que nous espérons tous sincèrement être un avenir formidable et brillant pour chacun d'entre vous. Avant que vous ne vous lanciez dans un avenir radieux, j'aimerais vous demander de prendre un moment pour rendre hommage aux personnes qui vous ont accompagné jusqu'à ce que vous soyez là où vous êtes aujourd'hui. Certaines des personnes qui vous appuient sont vos camarades de classe, qui sont assis dans la salle avec vous. Certains de vos champions sont les professeurs et le personnel. Pourtant, j'ai le sentiment qu'il y a d'autres personnes dans la salle qui méritent d'être remerciées. So graduates, I'll ask you to stand one more time, but this time, turn around and thank all of the partners, families, and friends who have helped you get here by giving them a big round of applause. Thank you, merci. Concordia is a great university with a promise of an even better future. And on this day, there is no better measure of our success and no better measure of our potential than all of you. We will always be your university. I would like to wish you well, that you succeed and follow your passions. And as the ceremony comes to a close, please allow us to toast your success with a vin d'honneur outside. Merci, félicitations, au revoir et à bientôt.